Hi students, this is Rajesh Jimlani. You are watching my YouTube channel Easy Chem by Sir Rajesh Jimlani. So today we will do different types of formulas used in organic chemistry. So when you look at the book of organic chemistry, you find molecular formula, condensed structural formula, three-dimensional structural formula, and strict or skeletal molecular formula. So organic compounds are represented by all these formulas. So every formula has their own significance, importance, and some limitations. So let's explain which formula has what significance and what are the limitations. So there are four chemical formulas or four types of formulas which are frequently used in the organic chemistry. First of them is molecular formula. So what is molecular formula? For example, we have taken example of hexane. Hexane. The molecular formula of hexane is C6H14. Now, first of all, what is written in the description that a formula which shows number of atoms of each element. So this formula shows that 6 atoms of carbon and 14 atoms of hydrogen. So a formula which shows number of atoms of each element in a molecule. It tells us about the number of atoms of each element of different elements. So we notice that there are 6 atoms of carbon and 14 atoms of hydrogen. This formula does not show sequence or connectivity of atoms. Now here in structural formula or condensed formula we see that carbon is bonded to carbon, carbon is bonded to carbon, carbon is bonded to hydrogen, carbon is bonded to hydrogen, carbon is bonded to carbon. So in this formula we do not see the sequence of connectivity, that which atom is bonded to which atom. So what are the nearby atoms of each other. So this is what the first limitation of molecular formula. Second, it does not show horizontal and vertical arrangement of atoms. Look at here, it shows horizontal arrangement but do not show vertical arrangement. Structural formula shows both horizontal arrangement of atoms as well as vertical arrangement of atoms. So molecular formula does not explain both, neither horizontal arrangement nor vertical arrangement of organic compound. Three-dimensional arrangement of atoms. So this formula does not show the three-dimensional arrangement, that how carbon and hydrogen are bonded with each other or how they are arrangement three-dimensionally in the space. This formula shows three-dimensional arrangement of carbon and hydrogen. Each carbon is 109 degree from the hydrogen and other carbon. So this formula shows three-dimensional arrangement, but molecular formula has only one advantage. That is what it shows the total number of atoms of each or different elements in a molecule, but it does not explain the three-dimensional structure of molecule, the horizontal or vertical arrangement of atoms, and the sequence or connectivity of atoms between each other. So this is what a molecular formula. Now we will explain what is condensed structural formula. Welcome back guys with condensed structural formula. The second type we did in the last part, molecular formula. Now condensed molecular formula. What are its applications and what are its limitations? First of all, this formula shows all atoms of different elements in a compound. For example, carbon, 1 carbon, 4 carbon, 1, 4, 5 and 6 carbon. Hydrogen atom 3, 3, 6, 4 to the 8 and 6, 14 hydrogen atoms. So this formula shows all atoms of different elements in a compound as it is exhibited by the molecular formula. In this formula, vertical bonds or vertical arrangement of atoms is omitted. Now look at structural formula. We see the vertical arrangement of atoms, but in this formula vertical arrangement is missing. Vertical arrangement is missing, but horizontal arrangement is there. It in this formula, vertical bonds and vertical arrangement of atoms is omitted, so there is no vertical arrangement like in a structural formula. You see up and down groups, so up and down groups are missing here. It shows horizontal arrangement of atoms and connectivity of elements. It shows that which element is bonded to the other element in the chain horizontally, but vertical arrangement is not shown. So horizontal arrangement of atoms is represented by this formula. In this formula, single bond may or may not be omitted. Now, sometimes single bonds are written, sometimes they are omitted. For example, by taking the same example, hexane. Hexane has molecular formula C6H14. It can be written as CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Now, here the single bonds are, this compound is represented by the single bonds. So we can omit these single bonds. So this is optional in the condensed formula, whether we write single bonds or we omit them. So if we omit them, we write like here, CH3, CH2, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, CH2 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this formula we have noted the single bonds. Here we have omitted the single bonds. So there are three ways of writing condensed formula. One is that we have represented single bonds, we have omitted single bond. Third one is that we use parenthesis. In this formula, single bonds may or may not be shown. Parentheses are used to represent identical polyatomic groups. Now we see that this is the CH3. In between, there are 4 identical polyatomic groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we use parentheses for these. So we may write, in order to save the time, so we may write this thing, that CH3, CH2, 4, CH3. So these are the 3 possible ways to represent a condensed structure formula. We may represent single bond, or we may omit single bond, or parentheses are used, or to save the time, we can shorten this formula in this form also. So it is used to represent small or large open chain compounds. Mostly this formula used to represent open chain compounds. It has a limitation that generally cyclic compounds are not represented by this formula. Normally cyclic compounds are generally expressed by their skeletal or stick formula, because they are very easy to write or represent by the skeletal formula than all other formulas. So condensed formula has shows atoms of each element in a molecule. In this formula, the vertical arrangement of atoms or vertical bonds have been omitted. It shows horizontal arrangements. It is in this formula, single bond may be represented, may not be represented. So we may write single bond or we may omit single bond. It's optional. Parentheses are used for the identical polyatomic groups. Here there are 4 identical groups. So we write parentheses for these polyatomic groups, and this formula is normally used for the open chain or aliphatic compounds. Cyclic compounds are generally represented by their stick or skeletal formula. So now we will move to what is structural. So here is the third type of formula, that is structural formula. Structural formula shows number of atoms of different elements in a molecule. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 nitrogen atoms. So it shows the number of atoms of different elements in a molecule. It shows 3-dimensional, horizontal, such as hydrogen, carbon, 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 hydrogen, and vertical, hydrogen carbon hydrogen hydrogen carbon hydrogen. So it shows both three-dimensional horizontal and vertical arrangements of atoms in a molecule. So whatever the disadvantages or limitations of molecular or condensed formula, that has been omitted here. So this formula shows each and every aspect that we need for analyzing a compound. So now we will go towards the stick or static skeletal formula. Welcome back, guys. The fourth type of molecular formula is stick or skeletal structural formula. So what are the merits and demerits of skeletal formula? First of all, this formula represent shorthand, it means shortcut representation of a molecule, bonding sequence, and some details of molecular geometry. For example, this zigzag, it is represented by this zigzag way. So bonding sequence is what? This carbon is bonded to this carbon is bonded to this carbon is bonded to this one. So it shows the bonding sequence. And representation of molecule. So we have represent this molecule. If we draw each and every hydrogen as it is mentioned in the structural formula, it took very high time, and to save time, this structural formula or condensed formula is converted into skeletal formula to save the time and to make things in the easier way. This formula does not show hydrogen atoms. Now this is a carbon and there is a single bond. There are 3 hydrogen atoms with this carbon, but these hydrogen atoms are omitted. So they are not shown in this formula. This is the characteristic of stick formula, that we do not write hydrogen. If we write 3 hydrogens, 3 times hydrogen, and we put 3 single bonds, 3 lines, we draw 3 lines. So this is too much time taking. So to save time, so this is what shorthand representation of this formula. Hence, for this purpose, these hydrogen atoms are omitted. It shows all heteroatoms and functional groups. If the atoms are other than carbon and hydrogen, they must be shown, or if carbon and hydrogen are present in the functional group, they are shown. For example, if we have hexanol, so here we write OH. So this is a functional group, we cannot omit this, we have to write this functional group. And the last point is that carbon atom is represented by dot. So this is first dot, 1 carbon, this is second dot, second carbon, third carbon, 4 carbon, 5th carbon, 6th carbon. Now this is not carbon, this is OH. So in this we know that this is a carbon, and the valency of carbon is 4. So there must be 3 hydrogen atoms there, but in order to save time, to manage things easily, we have omitted these hydrogen atoms. This is carbon, the valency of carbon is 4. It has formed 2 bonds, so 2 remaining valencies are satisfied by hydrogens. So look at here that how much time has been saved by converting skeletal formula or structural formula into condensed formula or structural formula into skeleton formula. So in this way, we represent a compound in a shorthand way, shortcut way, by its skeletal formula. So there are 4 types of chemical formulas: molecular formula, condensed structural formula, structural formula, stick or skeletal formula. The cyclic compounds are more commonly represented by this skeletal formula. For example, this is what the 3 carbon atoms. This is a cyclopropane, four carbon atoms with double bond, cyclobutene. Another interesting thing is that this formula shows the presence of double bond and triple bond. So for double bond we draw 2 lines, for triple bond we draw 3 lines. For single bond there is a single line. So this point represent carbon, while this is a single bond. If there is a double bond, we draw two lines. If there is a triple bond, say if we have cyclopentine, we draw three lines. So this is a cyclopentine. So cyclopentine. In this way, you can in next video we will learn how to convert molecular formula into condensed formula into structural formula, and structural formula into skeletal formula. Or if a skeletal formula is given, then how we draw its three-dimensional structure, how convert into a condensed formula, or what should be its molecular formula. So all these we will do in the next session. Stay with me, do subscribe my channel, stay blessed. Thank you.